a fiery red, I am dread. I say be bold, be brief, be gone. And I am cool blue, I am logical. I'm clear, structured, and factual. You said no, you're not. But that's not the message we both forgot. Listen guys, I am sunshine yellow, bright like morning sun, always making a difference for others. I am engaging, open and flexible. And I am earth green, warm, patient and supportive. Sometimes in this workplace I feel almost unknown. But hold on now, before we judge each other by color alone. My color doesn't define me, it just describes my flow. Red, blue, yellow, green, different ways I show. We all have all the colors, blended in our soul. Insights is the rhythm, balance is the goal. Let me tell you what the colors really mean. I am not strong on any of the colors, and I heard something deeper. You're not wrong, but you're missing the heart of the feature. We all have all the colors, every single one. We just reach for one color when the pressure is on. It's unconscious behavior, a natural energy line. Not good or bad, just your default design. Hardwired in your DNA, automatic in your style. But you can shift your color when the moment gets wild. So when you see my color show, remember, my color doesn't define me, it just describes my flow. Red, blue, yellow, green, different ways I show. We all have all the colors, blended in our soul. Insights is the rhythm, balance is the goal. And here's how I carry my blend. So yes, I am green, but I've got blue in my mind, yellow in my laughter, red when I need to be direct and aligned. I may sometimes struggle with red, but that's alright, you see. It's not a weakness, it's a growth point in me. So don't box me in by the quadrant that you see. My color doesn't limit, it just helps explain me. And don't judge your colleagues by their slice of the wheel. We're all blended colors in how we think and feel. But color is only half the story, type tells the rest. I am green, and even though we're different, I share a quiet rhythm with cool blue. We're both introverted, we think before we move, we listen before we speak, we feel the world in a slower groove. And with sunshine yellow, I share a tender truth. We're both feeling types, we lead from the heart. We care how people grow, we lift others from the start. Fiery red steps forward, bold and bright. Red and yellow share that extroverted light. Energy outward, ready to engage. Front foot leaders on the public stage. And red with blue, they share the thinking type. Clear, decisive, structured in design. Logic in the moment, purpose in the plan. Different colors, but the same in the scan. So don't let the wheel fool you, we're connected in more ways than we see. Color shows our preference, type shows our key. Together they remind us we're more alike than we believe. And when all of that comes together, colors in the air, we lead with awareness. We lead because we care. Insight is the compass, growth is the plan. Balance with self-awareness and empathy. Our color energy becomes a powerful force for serving and making a difference in the lives of people. So sing it with me now. My color doesn't define me, it just describes my flow. Red, blue, yellow, green, different ways I show. We all have all the colors, blended in our soul. Insights is the rhythm, colors talk back.
Red energy, how you stay.
Bold and ready.
Blue energy, how you stay.
Clear and steady.
Yellow energy, how you stay.
Bright and friendly.
Green energy, how you stay.
Calm and caring. Now mix them up, what you get. A leader rising, and what guides with self-awareness, and what moves with empathy, and who we serve, our people. Colors don't define we, they just describe we flow.